Are you ready? No! I said, are you ready?
Oh, don't blink!
And midnight hour. Made him pay. The run. Last shot by
Hello, welcome back to the Last Shot podcast with me, All Things Wrestling, and Stefan.
You mean, yeah, dude, today is a great day. How have you been? How did you do at work?
It's been alright. Just walked in at like just over past 11 o'clock, which is ridiculous.
Ridiculous. That sucks for you, man. So today, I'm in a great mood. I think we have a lot of stories to talk about.
Yes.
One of them is Roman Reigns, but I think we'll leave that for later. However, we will also mention Dave Meltzer. So whoever hates this video, hey, talk shit.
Exactly. We're talking about star ratings in a minute. But before we start, I want to get this one out of the way so it doesn't interrupt the flow of the podcast. Lucha Libre legend Pero Aguayo, I can't pronounce it, I'm not going to butcher it, has passed away at the age of 73.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah. Trying to read
I think it's pronounced like Pero Aguayo or something like that.
He was one of the founders of AAA in 1992.
Yeah, you see, I'm not really into wrestling like that. I mean, I was not into AAA and that kinds of stuff. I know about WWE and RH, more like US companies. So,
oh yeah.
But again, to hear someone passing away that was in the wrestling world, it's in this wrestling industry, you gotta feel for it, man. No matter what.
Very, very sad. He also wrestled in CMLL as well.
Yeah.
So yes, just sad news. My condolences go out to his friends and family in this very tragic time.
Same.
But let's get on with the more important stuff. Raw and SmackDown ratings.
Did they say that same goes from me to him or to his family or? I actually said it. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
let's go with Meltzer.
We can do Meltzer first if you want.
Let's do Meltzer because I don't want people to say, "Oh, you put Meltzer in a title, but you didn't mention Meltzer, whatever the fuck his name is." So the first thing we're going to talk about is Meltzer.
Yes. Okay, let's start with his star ratings for Stomping Ground.
Okay, let's go with that.
Tony Nese, Drew Gulak, and Akira Tozawa got 3.5 stars for the Cruiserweight title match on the pre-show.
Hey. Pretty solid match.
Those
guys, why are they on the pre-show? Let me tell you something. That match was better than Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin, if we're going to be realistic.
According to his star ratings, it was a hell of a lot better.
I don't give a fuck about his star ratings. We're just saying his star ratings, reviewing.
I do. I respect the man. I respect the man, and I like to look at his opinion.
I respect the man, but when you said that it's better, of course it's going to have bigger star rating than Corbin and Rollins. And you agree with me. That match
was trash.
Could have easily main evented the show, dude.
Yeah, but I say the Rollins and Corbin match was trash. Lacey versus Becky got 2.25 stars for their women's title match.
Who cares? I don't even remember the match. So.
It was shit.
Did Lacey tap out? Or what?
Pardon?
Did Lacey tap out or what?
Yeah, she tapped out to the disarmer.
Of course. How many opportunities is she going to reach? I'm betting she's doing a pretty good job backstage, if you know what I mean.
Oh, definitely. Then we go to Joe and Ricochet, got 3.5 stars for the US title match. That was actually a pretty decent match.
That was, in my opinion, my favorite match of the show, dude. I don't know about you, but that was my favorite match.
It was one of my favourites. Then we go to New Day, Xavier and Big E versus Sammy and Kevin. Got 3.25 stars.
Good.
Solid match.
Kevin and Sammy needed a win.
Yeah, they did. The SmackDown titles, Rowan and Daniel Bryan versus Heavy Machinery, got 3.5 stars.
My second favorite match of the night.
That was good. Alexa Bliss and Bayley got 1.5 stars. To be fair, that match was trash.
I don't even remember that match. I don't even remember the match. That's fucked up. You know it's fucked up? You just know that something is fucked up if you watched something like last week and you don't even remember the match. Nothing from the match, so...
we then have Roman Reigns McIntyre got 3.75 stars, which is the highest rating for this pay-per-view. It was actually a really good match.
Dude, 3 stars at the best.
I cannot remember what I gave it. But it was a good match. I'm going to start putting my star ratings in my description of the review, just so I can remember what I put.
Yeah.
Kofi versus Dolph got 2.5 stars, which I thought was definitely better than that. That was actually a fairly good match.
I think that match was placed poorly on the card. Wrong timing, dude. Wrong place to put the match.
Wrong timing, but it was a good match.
Yeah.
And then Seth Rollins, Baron Corbin got the lowest rating of the entire pay-per-view at 1 star. It deserves that. It was shit.
Well, if I was booking things, I will have first Corbin and Rollins. If I had to do this match, let me be clear, I wouldn't do that match at first. But if I had to do this match, the first match on the show would be Corbin and Rollins for the Universal title, and the last, probably Ricochet or Samoa Joe or Kofi and Dolph Ziggler. I think that match was also bad, and you can just see a lot of people left the arena when that match started.
Yeah, I know. To be fair, it wasn't interesting at all. But yeah, there's his star ratings, which, to be fair, are about right for most of the matches.
Was Finn Balor on the show or not?
No, he was not. He is barely ever anywhere.
One of the most prestigious titles in the history of the WWE, Intercontinental title, is not featured on the show. That speaks a lot. I mean, that title Finn Balor could have easily main evented that show with that title.
Yeah.
If they wanted. Yeah.
Then Dave Meltzer gave a couple of opinions regarding Fyter Fest.
Let's start with that.
He said he doesn't like the librarian gimmick, which it is a bit weird.
It's freaking cringe as fuck.
Yeah, at least they're trying something new. I give AEW all the credit in the world for trying a new gimmick, but it's not working.
Yeah, but I know.
But the fans like it because it was over in the building.
Dude, I know wrestler Blue Pants, and let me tell you something. She was in NXT for some time. She's being wasted right now with this gimmick.
Oh yeah, the gimmick is better than Lacey, but I don't mind it. It's something new. It's something fresh. You just gotta give something time to see if it works.
Yep. We'll see. What's the next match we have in the card?
He thought it went a bit overboard with the taking the models away. He knew it was a spoof for the festival, but with it being a new promotion, you don't want to make it look like a indie or small promotion.
Yeah.
Which I get, because it was kind of weird. I mean, thank God it wasn't on the main show, and anyone who paid for the main show didn't see that. Yeah.
But dude, I think you agree with me on this. You were live streaming, and I was in the chat. I also had your stream turned on. You actually liked that match, and me too, dude. I think it was fun.
The match was good. The match was good. I'll give it that. Ali versus whatever her name is.
I don't know.
I forgot what her name is because I have to look at notes when I do anything.
Dude, that match was better than Corbin and Rollins from Extreme Rules.
Anything was better than Corbin and Rollins as the Extreme.
I'm serious.
Do you
that
mean
match
foot stomping grounds, not Extreme Rules? That's another day.
That match was pretty good.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all the Dave Meltzer. Thank you for clicking dislike because we talked about Dave Meltzer. Thank you there, you fuckers. Yeah. But thanks for the views.
Thanks. Anyways.
Let's get on to Raw and SmackDown ratings just quickly.
Oh my god. Let's start with Monday Night Raw, the greatest show of the week.
Yeah, to be fair, it was better than SmackDown.
SmackDown is shit right now.
Yes, it fucking is. It drew nearly 2.5 million viewers, which was... Well, it was over 200,000 more than last week, which isn't bad, actually.
Goddamn, look at the ratings. They're better. We are winning, dude.
And then SmackDown was down 100,000 people, which I'm not fucking surprised. Wait, did I get the...
Surprised.
Right.
SmackDown was pretty bad. And one more thing, speaking of SmackDown, is Kevin Owens trying to get that Big Show's record of babyface and heel turns. Because the guy is a babyface on SmackDown. Once again.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense to me. Why the fuck is
sorry, I have to stand corrected. They lost 30,000, not 100,000. It was 30,000 they dropped.
Yes, but why is Kevin Owens babyface?
Because they wasn't originally planning to turn him heel, but when Daniel Bryan got injured, they just turned him.
So, if I'm actually a fan who understands wrestling, I'm looking like an idiot right now because I know what the fuck happened a few months ago, but now we're going to pretend like that never happened. Seriously, that feud between New Day and Kevin Owens was a heated feud, dude. Yeah. So for them just to forget that, and just to scrap that, and just to say, hey, Kevin Owens is a babyface once again, we're just supposed to ignore that? I don't understand.
Yeah. You there?
Yes, I'm there. What?
Okay, good. Do you want to talk about Heyman and Bischoff? Because I've got a couple of bits of stuff to talk about those two.
Yeah, I want to talk about them because they clearly didn't run this show in Monday.
Okay, we'll first address Eric Bischoff because that's the quickest. He will not be giving any influence until after Extreme Rules.
That, I think we clearly seen that's the thing. He didn't do anything.
No.
Because he wasn't there.
Also, they advertised him to be there in San Antonio, but he was never actually going to be there. It was a lack of communication, and WWE never booked him to be in San Antonio.
Well, if you actually knew, if you actually read, you actually didn't see that news. It was actually false advertisement, so that was false.
And Paul Heyman was in the gorilla position with Vince McMahon during this week's episode of Raw, so he's starting to give influence, but Vince McMahon still has the final decision at this point.
Well, from what I've heard, Vince didn't do anything. Heyman didn't do anything this week, and you can clearly see. I mean, dude, why would you say something about Heyman when you can clearly see Heyman didn't have almost any influence on this?
I'm going to say probably booked the beginning of the first match, the ending of the first match, though. That was definitely Heyman.
Well, I don't know if it's lies or what, but there are people claiming that Heyman didn't book that. So I don't know what to believe.
I'm going to say he gave his influence on some of the stuff on the show because it wasn't a bad show, actually.
I think we will see some change
after Extreme Rules.
Yeah.
Just the last kind of major thing I have to talk about for Monday. First off, neither Braun or Bobby Lashley are actually injured from that spot, because there was rumours going around that Braun Strowman is injured, and this was to write him off TV for a few months.
He's injured. Oh my god, I didn't know that wrestling is scripted, dude. I didn't know that.
Oh God, Sherry. And
So for people who think that, shut up, Tom. I'm joking.
Hey.
No, but seriously, for people who think that it's a storyline. So whatever you hear, they're just working that storyline, and I think that's kind of a good thing because in the past they didn't do that. Because I think you will agree with me on this. If it was old Strowman, I mean, like 2 years ago or a year ago, he would just get up and he will say Brown, and that will be it. It wouldn't be it.
but at least now he took the injury, and it's rumored that he'll be off TV for a few weeks to sell the angle of him being hurt,
Yeah. Okay.
which is
That's
good.
weird.
Do you know why they did this?
Why?
They are looking to increase their teenage demographic because that's what they're focusing on, to try and get more teenagers to do it, because when AEW starts, the teenage crowd is going to go to AEW and not WWE.
Well, dude, I'm 20 years old. So, I'm that age, kinda. So, I can clearly... You're 25.
Yep.
Ages like us, dude, like 80, 20, that age similarity. We don't want to see that shit. We know it's scripted. We know it's not real. So, I understand. But seriously, we know that they're doing that because of the AEW. That's the problem. If it was not for AEW, they wouldn't do that. That's the only problem I have with that.
Yeah. I mean, granted, if it's going to make the TV a bit more edgy, like it was back in like 2005 and so, I'm happy for it. If it makes the TV more interesting, do it. Because for the love of God, this year of wrestling has been the fucking worst in WWE since about 2010.
And sorry, I get it, but like I said, the only thing I don't like is guys our age. They will know for a fact. We are not kids, dude. They will know. Oh yeah, WWE is starting to have a better product because of AEW. They're not doing that because they want to give fans better product. They're earning their money. They don't care, but they're afraid of AEW. That's why they're doing that. That's the only thing I don't like about that. Yeah.
Now, you remember the Street Profits appearing on the show?
Yeah, I remember the Street Profits.
That was a Heyman move, apparently. He wants to have new faces on the show and just kind of do that. Which I'm all for, as long as they stay in NXT as well.
I don't think they'll stay in NXT. I think they're dropping the title to Undisputed Era in August, and that will be the last hurrah for Street Profits.
Yeah, I
think-
imagine. And then they're going to go on the main roster. And with Heyman in charge, they might not get buried.
No, I just don't want them to be a comedy in the back.
They're going to be a comedy act. They're going to be a comedy act, and
I
you
can
know it.
definitely see a comedy act with Heavy Machinery, The New Day. I can definitely see them pairing them together. Not together, but working together, having matches and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But they're so much better than that. That's my only problem. Because if you guys seen that match from last Takeover 25, that ladder match was freaking insane. They can do so much stuff. They can do so much stuff,
Did you hear about Austin?
Of course I did, because I sent you that link.
They're not meant to know this. You can't break kayfabe.
Well, I think kayfabe is dead anyway, so...
No, kayfabe on this channel is very much alive.
Goddamn, if Nick Jackson and Young Bucks break the kayfabe... Did you know they actually broke the kayfabe after Fighter Fast said that the chair was supposed to be the gimmick chair, but things went wrong with Cody when...
Yeah, I was aware of this.
Yeah.
To be fair, it made it look a hell of a lot better, though. At least Cody's okay with no concussion.
Just don't do it ever again, please. Like I said before, I'm fine for all extreme
Just
moments.
take the chair shot straight to the head. It's because he went straight around the back of his head.
Well,
He
to
hit
be
him
honest,
at a
dude,
really weird angle, which is what caused it.
dude, if he took a chair shot right in the head, in the front of the head, the guy can die. If like seriously, that's not a joke. You know?
Yeah, I know they can, but obviously Cody approved it. I mean, I'm fine if the company don't force people to do it. If the wrestler agrees to it, then there shouldn't be a problem with it. But thank God the AEW TV is not going to be hardcore match after hardcore match. They have said they're going to tone it down for the TV show, which I'm glad.
I agree.
I don't want an Attitude Era style TV show.
Yeah, I said this months ago when we actually got that announcement weeks ago for Moxley Janelle match. I told you this on the podcast. I don't want to see hardcore matches every week of Moxley. I don't want to see that.
I just want to see it on a pay-per-view now and again. Because then it makes people want to tune into the pay-per-view to see that.
But even at the pay-per-view, you don't need to have Moxley in the hardcore match every pay-per-view.
No, just like 2 or 3 a year would be fantastic.
Because think about that. First of all, you're risking your performance health. Yeah. Second of all, if you do things, let's say 5 times a year, if you do a hardcore match, it will get boring because you will see things over and over again. So
exactly, even though the match was fantastic,
it was. You couldn't pay me money to take.
You could not pay me to go foot first into thumbtacks. Actually, you could. $1 million and I'll do it. But anyway, we got massively off topic. We're talking about Austin.
Sorry, I know. But speaking of hardcore, that first match actually in the pre-show with Nakazawa and that other guy, CEO, whatever his name is, what's it called? The Lego spot. They had Legos, dude.
Yeah, I know. It's brilliant.
I think that's even worse than barbed wire.
Yeah, but that was due to the fact they were partnered with a video game company. That was what the guy was. He was like a major person for CEO Gaming or some shit like that.
Yeah. But what I'm trying to say is, I think that hurt more than barbed wire.
Oh god, that would have hurt a hell of a lot more than barbed wire. If you stepped on a fucking Lego.
Anyways,
Austin. Let's talk about Austin. Rumour is he's going to be returning to TV in WWE soon.
Oof.
To boost ratings.
I think he'll return on SmackDown. I think you agree with me on that. He doesn't need to go on Raw.
No, he definitely. He's already kind of rumoured to be at the first show of Fox because they want big names for the first show.
Did you hear that they wanted Donald freaking Trump on Fox? This is not a joke.
Yes, I have heard.
So let's just say, if I don't want to say this, but if he comes in and let's say, holy shit, something happens and someone shoots the guy, who is guilty for that? WWE or who? Because let me tell you, that's not a fucking joke if you're a president to go on national television and entertain people in a fake sport, basically.
No. I feel like if they have him appear on the show, he'll do a backstage segment for safety reasons. Not that he'll probably ever appear on the show due to... Well, then again, Linda McMahon is in his cabinet, so it would not surprise me if he did.
But like I said, dude, I don't want to see any accident. Another thing is about Steve Austin. Yeah, I think he'll be on SmackDown, definitely. I can actually see him being on SmackDown after SummerSlam, showing up maybe, just to kind of bring ratings up a bit and say, oh yeah, we have better ratings to Fox. I think that may be the deal also.
Now, we want The Rock to appear on Fox's first show, because SmackDown is The Rock's show.
I can easily see Roman Reigns versus The Rock finally, after all these years, finally happening at WrestleMania 36.
Yeah, the problem is with Rock's Hollywood contract, that's the problem, because it kind of is very restrictive on what he can do.
Well, the guy is in Illuminati. What do you expect, dude? You can't be that successful if you don't sell your soul. So, he has a contract. He can go anywhere. He does what they tell him to do, and that's basically all the shit that happens.
And he gets paid like fucking. Isn't it like 60 million a fucking year or something?
Yeah. But
he's
speaking
the highest
of that,
paid actor in the world, or like second highest. Like
insane. But let's follow this up with Roman Reigns wanting to leave. He actually said this himself, that he wants to leave and transition into Hollywood movies in 2 years from now.
Interesting.
He was interviewed today, I think, and he stated that.
Sign him to a big ass contract before that happens.
You need to think about safety, and maybe he wants to earn more money. I don't know.
Oh yeah, he'll definitely earn more money in Hollywood. But then again, it's not the greatest workout in Hollywood, so I'd rather stick to WWE if I was him.
Yeah, like I said, dude, I don't believe in conspiracy. I mean, there's a lot of shit going on, but if I was Roman Reigns, I would stay where I am right now. You already have a success. Why would you risk and go do something else
that could
when you already have a
just
success?
Backfire on you. Because Hollywood is not an easy business to master.
No, let's be honest, dude. You have people in Hollywood. If they like you, they like you. If they don't like you, fuck off. So,
which is why The Rock is so successful, because everyone loves that guy.
Yeah, but also Roman Reigns is a Samoan, so maybe, and he looks good. I mean, he looks like a superstar, dude. He looks like a star. So maybe.
Yeah, it could work as like a minority action star.
My problem is that he's nowhere good as The Rock. He doesn't have that charisma.
Okay, I've got a movie pitch: the Tooth Fairy remake with Roman Reigns instead of The Rock.
What?
I just want to see the guy in a pink tutu. That'd be fucking priceless.
You know what's going to happen? Do you know that John Cena is now in Fast and Furious franchise?
Yes. Fast and Furious 8, 9, 12, 57. I don't fucking know how many there are.
Dude, would you bet that in a few years from now, that Roman Reigns, The Rock, and John Cena will end up all together in Fast and Furious?
Well, no, it wouldn't surprise me, because the fact is that Roman Reigns and The Rock are already in a Fast and Furious movie, and John Cena's in the new.
So Fast and
it wouldn't
Furious
surprise me if they put Roman Reigns in the new Fast and Furious movie with The Rock as well.
That's what I'm saying. Fast and Furious is basically going to become WWE Superstars movie.
Yeah. I just gave up with them after like 5.
You know what would be funny?
5 or 6,
you know
I
what
can't
would be
remember
funny?
which
I'll
one.
tell you, dude. You know what would be funny? If you have The Rock, you have John Cena, and you have Roman Reigns in Fast and Furious movies. And action is, all shit is going on in the back, all shit is going on, all hell is breaking loose. And in the background, you have R-Truth running with 24/7 title, dude. Imagine that shit.
I would actually love. The problem with Fast and Furious is it's changed. The first 4 movies were all about cars and family and all this, and now it's all just action. It's not the same franchise that it was when it started.
Why is it even called Fast and Furious? It was about cars. It was about girls.
Because they still drive cars.
But you had Paul Walker. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Paul Walker, yeah.
You had Paul Walker. He was a legend, dude.
He was the Fast and Furious franchise.
Yeah, exactly. The reason why all action happened and what happened, I think the biggest influence was Vin Diesel. He is the guy who's he loves action. So I think the reason what happened with Fast and Furious franchise, that he is the reason. But we actually went off the topic, so let's go back.
First off, rest in peace, Paul Walker, obviously. I miss that guy.
The GOAT.
He really was. Anyway, Ollie. Let's talk about Ollie.
Yeah.
He undertook surgery on the 28th of June for an undetermined surgery. So it could be... we don't know what it is. He was in Birmingham, Alabama, which is where they do most of the stuff for superstars. We don't know how long he could be out for. We don't even know what it was for. It could have just been for a minor thing.
Yeah, but wasn't he injured like a few months ago? I remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember when, but
He was, because that's when he lost his spot to Kofi for the WWE title opportunity.
yeah, that sucks for him. I don't see, unfortunately, like I said this about that and Brian also, I don't see Vince pushing Ali in the main event picture. I'm sorry.
They were going to, so it could always still happen.
I hope so, but you know Vince, when you have injury a few times, he just writes you off.
Now, good luck to Ali with his thing. But 205 Live. Did you hear?
Yeah. Adam Pearce is running 205 Live.
Yes, not Triple H, which is what we all assumed.
Yeah, you actually didn't know who that is. It's a ROH wrestler, a former ROH wrestler, and I think it has a lot of knowledge. You know, the shows are pretty good, and I'm happy with the shows. But unfortunately, I don't know if you heard this, but they want to cancel 205 Live.
Yeah, because
This
Vince
is not a joke.
evil and wants to take anything that's remotely good away from us.
No, but because ratings are down. Well, it's Vince's fault, but ratings are down. So I have a few things to say about this. I think it would be great if you have 205 Live in Full Sail versus NXT taped in Full Sail.
Like, I just don't get them, because Wednesday nights, when it aired an hour before NXT, it was like the third or fourth highest rated show on the week, every week while it was doing it. As soon as they move it back to Tuesday nights, it dropped. It's clear that it needs to go on a Wednesday night with NXT, just before NXT.
It's clear, but like I said, I think it will much more improve if you had a show booked by Shawn Michaels and Triple H in the Full Sail than having shows before SmackDown or after SmackDown. That doesn't help. People don't give a fuck about that.
No, because after I've watched SmackDown, I don't want to go and watch another show. I want to go to bed, because you're not going to get any of the English audience watching it at 3 o'clock in the morning. Honestly, no one in England is going to watch it. And what time is that in America? Like 10 p.m. Eastern?
Yeah, but that's
late. Most kids are going to go to bed.
Even about Raw and SmackDown, we are insane for staying up to watch that shit, dude. Like, seriously, if we are not a hardcore wrestling fans, I don't think we will stay to watch that.
God no. God
no. Just imagine Full Sail crowd reacting to 205 Live matches. I think that would be great. Just my opinion, you know.
It's too late for me to stay up, because I have work the next day on Wednesdays. So I can't just stay up and watch it. Mondays is fine because I don't have work the next day.
Well, dude, when I was going in high school, I was staying up. I was going 2 years here in Serbia. I was staying up. This is a true story. Until 5 a.m. in the morning. That was the time when Daniel Bryan was WWE champion, if you remember, when he was feuding with The Authority.
Yeah.
I was staying up until 5 a.m. and I was waking up at 7:30 a.m. to go to high school at 8 a.m. So I think that speaks a lot about me as a fan. Because who is crazy to spend only 2 hours, you know, to stay up and watch that shit?
Exactly. Me, I'm crazy enough because I don't get much sleep on a Tuesday night goddamn SmackDown. I will be so... Well, then again, when it moves to Fox, I still have work the next goddamn day.
I understand, dude. I understand. It sucks. It really sucks.
Yeah. At least if they keep 205 Live on Tuesdays, I can watch that. Oh, and then Wednesday I have AEW Wednesday Night Dynamite.
Wrong day.
Apparently they're doing it on Wednesday.
No, I know it's the right day. I know it's the right date, what they said. I just think it's a wrong time for AEW to have a show. Just think about this. You have it Monday, you have Monday Night Raw, and Tuesday you have SmackDown, and then you have NXT, NXT UK, and AEW. I think that's a little too much. Like,
well, obviously Tuesday will be going to... It'll be Friday for SmackDown after... like 3 days after AEW launches. It's the same week that SmackDown launched on Fox. Is the same week as AEW launches.
Yeah, but maybe think that because of NBA, you're not probably an NBA fan. I am. I'm watching NBA since I was a kid, before I was watching WWE. So I think my personal opinion is that they may actually switch dates because of the NBA. I think that may be the case why it's Wednesday.
It is, because Fox has NBA on Tuesday, so they don't want to miss out on that, so they've swapped it to Wednesday.
Exactly. So, I'm definitely watching NXT, I'm definitely watching AEW, and I'm definitely watching NXT UK.
If I'm correct, AEW will start at rumoured 8 PM Eastern, which is the same time as NXT.
That's a bad time slot. Bad time slot, dude. That's a really risky move for them.
The thing is, only hardcore fans watch NXT, so I see the casual fan watching AEW.
Okay, bro, I can't wait until you stream both in the same time.
It would not. I probably will. I'll probably have both on the bloody TV.
You know what's the only thing that matters to me? That I won't miss NXT UK because I love Tony Storm. Seriously.
I love NXT UK, but he got me copyrighted, so fuck NXT UK.
Oh, fuck you, dude.
I'm sorry, but Walter's theme song got me fucking copyrighted.
Hey,
and I'm still
I don't
pissed
care about
off.
Walter. I don't know half of the roster. I'm joking, I know. But the reason I'm watching is because of Tony Storm. I'm going to be serious, like for real. So if she goes to NXT, which I think will be great, then I'm fine. But don't trash NXT UK.
I'm not. I was joking. I love NXT UK. Just fuck Walter's theme song, because it's an amazing theme song, but it's fucking copyrighted to a third-party fucking company, and they're cunts.
Yeah, you guys know what's funny? Don't make fun of me right now, but I'm going to admit this. I checked some spoilers, and if Tony Storm is not on the show, I'm not even watching the show. So, just to be clear.
Dude. And yep, no copyright response yet, you fucking cunts. Just hurry up and respond so I can live stream on my channel again. Well,
we'll get this shit together.
I can't even remember the original topic we were talking about.
AEW.
I think we're talking about Ali.
Fucking hell, you see, this is completely unscripted. We just go and talk whatever we want to talk. We don't have any notes, we don't have any bullshit, we don't have anything. We just talk from our minds. So
exactly. Let's talk about Ricochet now. Do you know why Ricochet is being pushed?
Because he looks like a Roman Reigns. I'm fucking around. I'm joking.
Because Paul Heyman loves the guy.
I bet. I think Paul Heyman will love a lot of guys from NXT right now. I honestly think we may actually see, once again, off the freaking topic, but whatever, we are talking about that topic. Yeah. I think about Heyman, I think he will love Matt Riddle. Seriously.
Oh, yeah, I love Matt Riddle. He's fantastic.
So we may actually see Matt Riddle versus Brock Lesnar at some point.
And then Matt Riddle beats him and Brock Lesnar retires forever and we all live happily ever after. Anyways,
because Paul Heyman is right now director for Monday Night Raw, I know you don't want to hear this, and I know, please don't hang yourself, but I honestly think Brock Lesnar may become Universal Champion.
No,
I had to
no,
say
no,
that.
no, 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 no! Don't bring my nightmares back alive, please, no.
Anyways, let's go back to the topic about Ricochet. Yeah, Paul Heyman loves Ricochet. What's next for Ricochet? Where do you think he's going next, and what's in his future?
Well, I can see obviously he's going to have an AJ feud, which is big for the guy.
Okay, let me stop you right there. That AJ Styles feud with Ricochet and the Club, that feud can easily be a feud for Universal title instead of this bullshit we're getting with Corbin.
Oh yeah, I'd
Easily.
rather see that for the Universal title, hands fucking down.
Yeah,
Seth Rollins is getting boring as fuck. He really is.
And this whole Becky Lynch, hey Tom, do you actually remember when Becky Lynch was actually a badass? Because
that was a few
I
months
don't
ago.
remember. Fuck.
Before
They
this whole
managed to
Lacey
screw
Evans
up.
crap.
No, you know what? A few months ago I said they will push Becky Lynch down our throats and they will find a way to screw her up. And
Yep.
that was not wrong.
No.
I was not wrong. And you know what did you say? You said there is no way that's going to happen. And they managed to screw her up somehow.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 was still bang though.
No, she is still awesome, but I just don't want to see this shit with Rollins and
No, I really
Becky
fucking
Lynch.
don't. They need to can this shit as quickly as fucking possible.
Anyways, so what do you think is going to happen with Ricochet? Is he going to have
He's
a match
obviously going
once
to have
again
a feud with AJ, which I think he should win.
I think so, but
But Ricochet needs to enlist the help of somebody to help him. I'm trying to think of a good tag team.
Zack
AOP
Ryder
would probably work well with him. They're
Okay,
basically
dude.
just like giant bodyguards.
Okay, yeah.
Then it's a 3-on-3 feud. It gives AOP something to do. Drop
But
Drake
they're
Maverick
kills.
out of the group immediately.
They are heels. They're
Yeah,
heels.
but
That's true.
I'm pretty sure him enlisting bodyguards, they don't really need to be babyface.
Do you know what's the worst case scenario that I can see Vince doing? And
What?
please don't cringe when I tell you this. Be ready for this. Are you ready?
No.
The
never.
Usos.
I could see that
The-
working. I
I
like
can
the
see that
Usos.
working, but they already have a stable with Roman Reigns, if you want to call it a stable or a team.
No,
The
that doesn't
Bloodline, so-
exist. That was a few weeks ago. We're not meant to remember that.
Okay, I'm making a prediction right now. The club is winning all the titles at SummerSlam. They are going out, and Finn Balor is going to retain. AJ Styles is going to win the United States title from Ricochet, and Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson are going to win Raw or SmackDown tag titles. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I'd like that because they can make
Yeah.
the club a dominant as hell group.
Do you know
Put
why?
Finn Balor
Do
into
you
it,
know-
obviously, because you need Finn
Well,
into it.
you need to use a little bit of logic, dude.
But okay,
If you have 4 members and you have them hold all the titles and they're dominant force in the WWE, that you can't stop them. Who is Eric Bischoff going to call? The Undisputed Era.
yeah, that would work. To be honest, I'd love to see heel Finn Balor because his babyface is boring now.
Exactly. But I just wanted to tell you that because you guys, I don't know if you remember about with Bischoff and Evolution back in the day. Fuck War Games, dude. Fuck War Games. Give me Undisputed Era against the Club War Games. I think that would
Oh
be
my god, that
crazy.
would be insane.
So maybe they do something like that at Survivor Series. I don't know. Hey, even if Undisputed Era is still in NXT, you can maybe you can bring up the Undisputed Era just for Survivor Series. Why not? And guess what? before Survivor Series, we actually have a War Games, so we can get Imperium against the Undisputed Era in War Games.
That would work.
So we can get 2 great matches from the Undisputed Era at Survivor Series weekend. Hey,
Like-
just my opinion.
Like, you could get the club basically go like, we're going to start taking out who we want, when we want. They take out loads of SmackDown Raw tag teams. Then he's like, okay, we've lost competition. Who is a big team?
Yeah.
Let's check out NXT. Take out a couple of the NXT tag teams. And then just be like, Undisputed here, do a promo. We're like, we've seen this team, the club. They ain't nothing. This is the era of the Undisputed. Club come out and destroy them. Set up War Games.
That will be fine. But you know what will be better if you just let the club just run WWE for a few, let's say until 2020 Royal Rumble weekend, and every second week, you have, let's say, Luke Gallows taken out in the parking lot or something like that, and you start asking questions: who is attacking Finn Balor? Who is attacking AJ Styles? We don't know. And all of a sudden, you have the Undisputed Era come out. Why not, dude?
Yeah, it works.
Because who else would you have the club feud with? Knowing WWE, they're going to leave Finn Balor as a babyface, and they're going to pair him with the Usos, and they're going to have that feud against the club. I can easily see that happening, which is the worst case scenario.
God, no. Please, no.
Anyways, let's go to the next topic. I think we talked about this a lot, so.
Cornette. Jim Cornette. You know, that lovely happy man in wrestling. There's a giant bell end.
I can't take that guy seriously anymore. I think he's bullshit.
No, he gave his opinion on the Elite. I'm going to quote exactly what this says. Grade school, middle school looking, fucking no physique, non-intimidating, jack-off clowns that want to fucking play with their dicks in public and just be funny. That is quoted from Jim Cornette, guys.
His opinion doesn't matter anymore.
He just seems to hate anything that's remotely different in wrestling. Every single thing that's different. You get Ricochet and Will Ospreay put on a hell of a match. Oh, that's not wrestling. Well, it fucking is. Like, if we defined wrestling on what it's meant to be, we'd still be defining what it was in fucking 1906. When it was bloody part of the circus act. Wrestling adapts and changes over generations. Wrestling today is nothing like it was in the 80s. It's nothing like it was in the 60s.
Yeah.
Wrestling adapts.
You know what I found about Jim Cornette? The people who he knows, he's fine with them. And I'll tell you right now, just look back at TakeOver 25. We had Adam Cole against Johnny Gargano. Jim Cornette buried Gargano thousands of times. He said that the guy is small, he can't wrestle, he can't talk. But then you have Adam Cole, that he's talking about him like the guy is a god. Like, seriously. But do you know why? Because he was in the our age when Adam Cole was in the our age. So I think Jim Cornette, there's a lot of favoritism when it comes to Jim Cornette.
There definitely is a lot of favoritism, because Johnny Gargano can wrestle, he can talk, and size doesn't matter in wrestling anymore.
Like I said, people who he knows, he is going to be favorite. He's going to talk good about them. He doesn't know Will Ospreay. He doesn't know Ricochet. That's why he's shitting on them. That's the whole thing.
But they're so damn good.
Was good.
Will Ospreay and Ricochet, oh.
By the way, people in the background, Tom is actually getting high. So, just so you know. Is that right, Tom? You're smoking some dope, right?
Hey, you don't need to know what I'm doing in the background.
Okay.
Say no to drugs, kids, okay? Mr. Mackey says no to drugs, okay?
Hey, out of topic.
Drugs are
Did
bad,
you ever use
okay?
drugs? Did he ever use drugs in South Park?
Yes, he did. He lost his job because he gave a kid marijuana by accident, and he discovered drugs. It was a really good episode.
Hey, today's kids don't even know what the fuck is South Park, which is sad.
Check out South Park.
Okay.
Okay, we got
Let's go through
three stories left. Let's first off talk about the Mike and Maria Kanellis situation.
Okay, let me start by saying this. First of all, nothing but respect for Mike. You guys, if you know his work from our age, the guy's a great wrestler, in my opinion.
Wrestler.
Now, let's start with you, Tom, about your opinion on Maria, and if she knew that she was pregnant before she resigned with the WWE. Because in my opinion, I think that's actually a pretty genius move if she actually did that. Fuck WWE, just take their money.
I'm going to say that she didn't know, because the fact WWE have been trying to get them to re-sign new deals for like the last couple of months.
Yeah.
I don't think she knew, because to be honest, well, if she did, she's a genius, like you said, because come on, she's a very brilliant mind when it comes to
who cares?
Tactics.
Just take money from WWE. Who cares, dude? Just take their money.
I mean,
they want to lose
be
anything.
honest, it doesn't affect re-signing Mike anyway, because he's still going to wrestle regardless whether Maria's there or not.
Yeah, but I have a problem with that.
There's even speculation that she wasn't actually pregnant, which she did because she put a picture showing her positive test.
Okay, I have a big problem with this because, like I said, I know Mike Bennett from our age, Kingdom. He was in the group with Adam Cole. They were great, dude. So I'm looking at Mike at Raw. He shaved his beard. He looks like A+ jobber.
Which is sad because the guy is fucking amazing.
Like I said, they probably told him, "Hey, shave the beard off. We want you to look like a plain jobber, dude." Tights. He doesn't have good gear. That guy can do so much good stuff. I would love to see Mike Bennett. Fuck Mike Kanellis. Mike Bennett versus Ricochet versus AJ Styles. The guy can go, and WWE fans don't know that.
The one that I don't get why they changed his name, because Mike Bennett's his real name, so a company can't copyright his fucking trademark his fucking name.
Michael Cole said that when he was married. Now, these words he actually used on TV, so just keep this in mind, people. I don't want to start any bullshit here, but I'm shaking my boots when I actually heard this. Michael Cole said this on Raw, that he took his baby's last name when he got married, and he used the word baby. So that's something that scared me a lot. But also taking name from Maria, it doesn't make fucking sense. So Michael Cole needs to shut the fuck up.
Well, in real life, Maria's name is Maria Kanellis Bennett. Maria took his last name. In real life.
Yes, but they're claiming that now he took her name.
But he didn't.
Doesn't make sense.
He didn't fucking take her last name.
So, just tell me one more thing. Why would Michael Cole say baby? Are there trolling fans?
I think Michael Cole's just insane now.
I don't think the guy knows what he's talking about. Remember that match? Jesus Christ, I wanted to say Mick Foley. Shane McMahon and The Undertaker when Shane jumped off the cell.
Yep.
The guy was holding the script.
3, 4, 5, 6, 12, I don't know.
32.
There you go. They're all rolling
Michael
to fucking
Cole
one.
Was holding a script in his hand, reading the script as
For the
Shane
love
McMahon.
of mankind.
Dude, as Shane McMahon fell in front of him, how hard is to call someone that's falling from that distance onto the ground, dude, in front of you, and you need a script to call that shit? Seriously?
Yeah, I know. It's just insane.
Yeah.
We have one more Maria-related situation. She called out wrestling news sites on Twitter for making stuff up. She put a couple of tweets out saying, "I'm starting to wonder when the wrestling, in quotations, news sites are going to realise that they are getting played by sources desperate for attention. Attacking a pregnant woman with false allegations could get you fired in another profession. Be professional, do your research, don't become puppets. Furthermore, some of these reporters used to beg me for interviews when I was on the indies. You want me to start taking photos of your emails and sending them out? I don't think so. Just sit back and enjoy the show, because I certainly am enjoying all of you looking like fools. That's all I wanted to say. I'd rather do my job, enjoy my daughter and the rest of my pregnancy."
I do agree. Whatever you want to say about Mike and Maria, I'm going to be honest. I respect them a lot. I really respect both of those people a lot.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, they look like a lovely couple. They seem to be happy, and they can both. Well, we know Maria can kind of wrestle. I haven't seen her wrestle in a long time.
She is better as a manager.
Well, yeah, but
but-
to be fair, she was in the Divas era, so I don't blame her for not actually knowing how to wrestle fully.
Fuck wrestling. I'm speaking from real life perspective, dude.
Oh, from real life,
I really
they
respect those,
they seem like genuine, decent people.
Yeah. So we said this before. Just we don't believe a lot of stuff that we actually hear on dirt shits, because we can prove what's rumor if it's a rumor or a fact when it comes to some stuff.
Yeah, which is
So
why we
we're
talk
just
about
giving-
it is in hypothetical for most stuff.
We are just giving our opinion on stuff like that. So
Yeah, I tell you what it says, but whether you take it to be real or not is your own subject.
The best
if
way
you want to
to
take
say-
it to be real, take it to be real.
yeah, but the best way to say is take it as a grain of salt. That's
Exactly. Now,
it.
do we want to talk about how shit the sales are for Extreme Rules?
Oh my god, here we go. The Extreme Rules. We didn't see anything extreme in the recent time. I get that Vince probably doesn't even watch AEW. God damn, this show is going to be one of the worst shows of the year. Yet we said that about Stomping Grounds, and it was actually a pretty decent show. So, I don't know. What are the ticket sales for that?
We don't actually have a number, but it's got to be bad because the...
I'm going to see now, dude. I'm serious. I'm going to check that out right now.
You see if you can find your numbers. I'm just going to tell them they're currently again offering a 2-for-1 deal on tickets, like they did for Stomping Grounds. That's going to lead me to believe they're probably between 5,000 to 6,000 tickets. Sorry, about 3,000 to 6,000. Probably looking about 4,000 tickets sold, because they do not offer 2-for-1 deals unless they've got
God
shitloads
damn.
left. How many?
Damn! I'll just look at the Ticketmaster site. When is the show? On what date?
The 14th of July. So in like
Holy
week and a
shit!
bit.
They are even giving tickets 3+1, dude. 4 tickets. This is damn.
how many they got available?
90% of the arena is empty. Still, dude.
Fucking hell! That's probably about
Holy
just
shit.
over 1,000 fucking tickets sold.
Dude. All first seats, the down seats that are not are all empty. Nothing is sold yet.
Yeah, they've still got low
Holy
sets
shit.
of seats
This is
available. That's how bad it is.
It's really bad. This is embarrassing.
Now,
How are they going to sell this? Seriously, dude, this is 90% empty. How are they going to
fucking
sell
bad.
this?
so bad. Now, do you want to talk about a successful pay-per-view? The
Pay-per-view
reports
or-
are coming in about AEW's Fighter Fest Bleacher Report Live stream. It got an average of 140,000 viewers and got a total of 350,000 unique viewers. So
Was
the
that-
live
is that
stream,
good?
the free stream got 350,000. That's not including anyone who watched it on Fight TV, which is
That's
quite
crazy.
a lot because every other country used Fight TV.
Wait, you said 350,000
Yeah.
on a site called Bleacher Report? The
Yeah.
site that's not even the most popular site one of the sites. A lot of people don't know about that site.
Yeah,
That's kind of
about
insane
say 350,000 is damn good.
Yeah, but like I said, not a lot of people even know about that site. So that's a perfect. I think that's a success for them.
That's really good. And obviously, that's not even including any Fight TV numbers, which is probably going to be a good couple 100,000.
Yeah.
Because UK, Canada, anywhere that wasn't USA had to use Fight TV.
Yeah, I agree.
Which I use Fight TV.
It's great. I think it's worth paying, in my opinion. And let me just tell you one thing. I'm using VPN, so this is for all people, not only for Utah. And I compared quality because I actually paid, like you did on Fight TV, but I actually connected to US VPN, and I was actually seeing that pay-per-view on Victory. And let me just tell you, quality compared to Fight TV, you just can't compare that quality because the quality was so bad on Bleacher Report, it's not even close. So I think if you want to enjoy the quality content, you should definitely spend some money and pay for the product because
the most
how much
it
money
is
you
15 quid for a pay-per-view. I am not going to drive over 15 quid when I paid £10 for the network.
Yeah, but if you want to enjoy the show, trust me, it's better to pay. You'll get how much you pay. That's how much you'll get.
I paid $8.99 for it for Fighter Fest.
Same. I paid $8.99.
$8.99, which is damn a good price. Or I think it was like $9. I think it was.
Exactly.
About the same
$9.
price. You can't gripe with it
because
network is tenner, which is literally about the same price for a pay-per-view, basically.
Especially, and Tom is watching, and me also, I was watching on laptop, Tom is watching on PC, I think. So if you guys have a TV that's like 1080p or even 4K, you need to buy this pay-per-view. You just can't watch over Bleacher Report because the quality, and I don't know if Tom knows about the quality, but I'm just going to tell you anyways, the bitrate is so bad, it's 10 times worse than Netflix. So if you guys understand, streamings and that kind of stuff, you will understand me. That's what I'm saying. You need to buy the pay-per-view, and same for Fight for the Fallen. I think it's worth every penny.
They're not doing that for free, I don't think.
They're actually doing for free that.
What, for the US again?
Yeah, fuck.
Pay for it, guys. Pay for it, trust me. Because I may or may not be live for that, depending on internet connections abroad when I'm on holiday, because I go next Friday. You will get a podcast next Friday, but you won't get one the following Friday, because I won't really have a way to record a podcast out there.
Yeah, and guys, just think
or
about
an hour. I won't have an hour to spend to record.
Okay, so just think about this for a second. You spend $80 for 2 pay-per-views. Meanwhile, you spend probably $10 a day if you have to buy some food or something, if you're a student or in high school or something. So basically, you can save up for one day, you can save up money to watch a quality pay-per-view. So why wouldn't you do that? You know?
Exactly. Fight TV is amazing. Will not fault Fight TV at all, because I've had nothing but good when I've used Fight TV so far. I think I've purchased something like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, let me just warn you about Fight TV. The application on Android is piece of shit. That's the only bad thing. But who the hell is watching pay-per-view on the phone? I mean, if you're watching pay-per-view on the phone, you're maybe a fucking idiot. And I'm not
that's going to be me next Saturday.
Whoa! Let me finish that, bro. If you are home and watching pay-per-view on your phone.
Oh yeah. I'm on holiday. I kind of have no choice.
Yes, but if you are somewhere, if you're working, or if you're somewhere, if you watch on your phone, that's fine. But if you have PC or if you have a bigger screen, please don't watch it on the phone. I always cringe when I see people watching Netflix on the phone or something like that. It's horrible.
I can't really disagree with them because I watch YouTube on my phone. when I have a computer right next
YouTube
to
is
me.
different, dude. YouTube is different. Let me just tell you. You won't sit down and watch Netflix for 2 freaking hours on your phone.
I'll just sit and
So-
watch YouTube for 2 freaking hours instead.
I don't know why, but it's still better. You know, it's still different when you watch it. I don't know why. It's just
Maybe
like,
it's because you're watching movies and shit.
yeah, because of the quality. That's why. That's the biggest reason. Because
again,
the quality is never going to be good. You won't see that quality difference between phone and display, any other display base. So
Exactly. Now, I think we've got to the end of our podcast because this has gone over an hour and I've run out of random things to talk about.
fucking shit. This was a long freaking podcast.
Well,
Long,
we did
long
get
one.
on some tangents about random shit most of the time.
Whatever, dude. Whatever.
But yes, next week we'll have a podcast. The week after we will be missing the podcast. I think I'm back on the Friday, so I'll try and get a Saturday podcast up.
For your big fans who wanna F you or who wanna do us, fuck. Where are you going? So you can tell them so they can come and see you. I'm fucking around, but where do you go, man?
We're going Zante.
Yeah, nice. Nice.
Yeah, if you're free next Saturday, not next week we're fine on the Thursday, but the following week, which will be the 19th. Are you available on the Saturday the 20th to record a podcast when I get back?
Yeah,
on
I
Monday?
am. Just one announcement right now. I won't be available in August after. I think August 10th after takeover and that kind of stuff after SummerSlam, because I'm going to Greece for 10 days for vacation. So
that's fine. We'll miss a week then.
yeah. So once again, guys, it's summer. Whatever, we miss 1 week, 2 weeks. It's not a big
we
deal.
kind of just like I think next August I'm going away, August 2020, so I won't be available for like a week.
Yeah, but we didn't miss any weeks right now. We were consistent. So
Exactly.
really,
Well,
it's not a big
we'll
problem.
just have to move one of the dates and just work it out. It's just one of those. Just have to work life around this shit.
Yeah,
I'll be talking
Yeah.
random shit about wrestling for over an hour.
yeah. I think that's it. We can end this podcast on a good note. And I would like if you ended that podcast with goddamn, with Vince McMahon.
Okay.
Make sure you subscribe, cause if you don't, you're gonna get fired.
Peace out.